Hi friends, it's your buddy Matt, the global ergonomist and ergo coach. Welcome to another strong Qigong. It's rainy and wet out today, so we did this one half in the house and half out on the cottage on the Intercoastal Waterway just outside of my home in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. Today's class included some real standards we enjoy, including digging in the garden. From there, we went into draw back and push from the Tai Chi tradition. Then we moved through waves on the ocean, and then two versions of Master Wong Calms Waters. We always include our breath work and our guided meditations, including sharpening the mind on the stone of the breath, cleansing the inner body, and blowing on the embers of the cauldron of the heart, mind, and body. And as always, we love having you here, so we hope you enjoy this class and participate. As always, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to hit the notification bell, subscribe, comment, and share, and we'll keep enjoying our time together here in our community of strong Qigong. And we'll begin, as always, with our three visualizations. The first one is sharpening your mind on the stone of the breath. So as always, we take some deep, slow, quiet, even breaths. We make them deep, slow, quiet for a reason. We know that tips our autonomic nervous system towards the rest and digest branch. And that rest and digest branch dilates blood vessels, slows heart rate, slows respiratory rate, of course, but also lowers blood pressure and 1,000 things at the brainstem level just by taking the wheel and adjusting our cruise control a little lower, a little slower. So continue to breathe in that manner as we start to sharpen our attention on every breath cycle. And every breath cycle has an in-breath and an out-breath, as we know, Yonghale and Yonghale. And our goal is to extend the Yonghale, is the bottom of every breath cycle. You think you're out of air, you're not. There's more. And it's reserve capacity, and your lower lobes serve as bellows, your two floating ribs. They're not attached to your rib cage. When you drop to the bottom of the breath, puff a little more air out, and then enjoy the deep inhale that follows through your nose. So this is a combination of nasal breathing, which is good. It mixes nitric oxide and other things in our body, calming us further. And it also extends our exhale. Respiratory sinus arrhythmia is what the neuroscientists call it, feeding into heart rate variability and 1,000 good things. So continue to emphasize every Yonghale, every exhale. Make the inhale deeper by making your exhale longer. And if you can do so, use the visualization we use in this guided meditation we call sharpening your mind on the stone of the breath. Imagine you've been entrusted, you've been gifted an heirloom samurai sword that's been passed down through generation after generation, century after century. Your job is to polish it. Your job is to sharpen it. And you do so with every inhale, dragging its blade carefully, tip to one side across a stone. Once you get to the end of your inhale, you flip the blade and you exhale and push it in the opposite direction away from you. When you get to the end of the exhale, you inhale and flip the blade and draw it back. You continue sharpening your mind by focusing where that blade meets the stone. Then you focus further. You pay attention to where you flip the blade at the end of every inhale and at the end of every exhale. It's an infinitesimal point. Your job is not to find it, your job is to seek it. And that gets your whole dopaminergic system in your prefrontal cortex charged. It's a great way to sharpen your mind, sharpen your focus, and be able to stay attentive to what's in front of you. Big problem in today's day, so we work on that. Sharpen your mind on the stone of the breath. Find that infinitesimal moment where out-breath becomes in-breath becomes out-breath, and if you can't find it, you seek it. After a few more breaths in this manner, When you feel ready, you can invite your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open as a butterfly might leave a flower, moving us into our warm-ups, beginning from head to toe. Yoga neck roll. We take a deep breath in, the head floats like a balloon on a string. Then we purse lips, and we slowly let the air out of the balloon as our chin drops to our chest. When we inhale again, we inhale and sweep one ear past one shoulder. We exhale, slowly sweeping across. Inhale, opposite ear past opposite shoulder. Exhale, controlling across, inhaling, and continuing in this manner, rocking our head from side to side in a big letter U. If someone were looking down from above, your head would be forming this letter U from side to side as you synchronize your movement with your breath. Continue in this manner. You're getting your Intraception and Proprioception, your position sense and your body sense. Synchronize. You're getting your Phrenic nerve and your vagus nerve. Synchronize. You're getting your inner ear and your diaphragm. Synchronize. Everything moving in concert. On your next exhale, you can pause at the bottom. Inhale your chin upright as we work into the shoulder girdles, starting up at the top with our shoulder blades. We loop them forward as we inhale, bring them up, and then bring them around back. Squeeze them downward as you exhale, and continue to synchronize the movement of your shoulder blades with your breath, looping forward, upward, squeezing downward, backward with every exhale. Waking up your Dajue point, an area between the shoulder blades, the ancient Asian literature tells us is an energy center. Beautifully done. When you feel ready, begin to cross your wrists with gentle fists and get the elbows involved. Make big loops with the elbows, inhaling up, squeezing, exhale down, continuing in this manner. And like me, if your knees just happen to get involved, let them. And go ahead and rise and fall. Inhale deeply. When your hands drop again, open your palms upward and get your arms involved. Take big looping circles, crossing the wrists at the bottom. Inhaling up, opening the chest. If you like to look up towards the sky, that's good too. So inhale. Deeply exhale down. And then you can return to those elbows, crossing wrists with gentle fists. The elbow rolls like so, beautifully. And then from the elbows, return to where you started in your shoulder blades, looping them forward, upward, squeezing them downward, backward. What a great way to warm up the upper respiratory sinus. On your next exhale, you can invite your shoulders and everything to relax. Turn towards one palm and begin to scoop and toss behind you from side to side. And your eyes can follow your hands, and your hands can follow your breath, and your breath can follow your mind. This is known as windmills. It's also a form of silk reeling. We start with the hands, and then we work our way up the arms into the elbows, begin looping each elbow from side to side. Notice it's a whole body movement. Invite yourself to shift your weight and turn your trunk. 80% of calorie burn is in the trunk movement, and that's why we encourage it here, among other reasons. Beautifully done. And then work up into the shoulder blades and just loop those in big circles backward, keeping the trunk turning, shifting the weight. Well done. Which gets us right down into the lower respiratory sinus, lower thoracic region. We can go right into ragdoll. Keep that momentum going. Shifting weight, turning trunk. Let the arms flail. And from ragdoll, we'll go into pellet drum. So when you feel comfortable, use that momentum and let one hand slap the top of the shoulder and the other one the low back, or tap if you want to. You can decide how aggressive, how assertive you need to be today. And after you've slapped or tapped the top of your shoulder, slap or tap the top of your chest up around your collarbone, away from any sensitive areas, and just go ahead and pop or top those slaps or taps, and then work your way down to those beautiful floating ribs at the bottom of your rib cage, the ones that squeeze out that extra air. Well done. Then bring it down to the hips as we work our way down to the lower half of the body. Let it slap or tap the hips, and then invite your hands to float to those hips and begin your big hula hoop loops. We call stirring the bowl. Waking up, working the hips, breathing deeply, slowly, quietly, and evenly. Whichever direction you chose is fine. Just pause and loop in the other direction. Always strive to unwind what you've wound. Well done. Big looping circles. Now that you've gotten this far, allow yourself to settle your center of gravity within your base of support. Step out a little further, drop down. See that you can bob a little bit, just easily, just like you can, like riding a horse in an old Western. This is horse riding stance as we do the Great Bear swings. We take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we turn our shoulders, we drop down. As we inhale, we turn to rise and pause. Exhale, turn shoulders, drop down. Inhale, rise to pause. Continue in this manner. Rest your hands anywhere you feel comfortable on your thighs. This is the Great Bear swings from side to side. We feel the transition. The lower body, our center of gravity, also known as the lower dantian. The shifting of weight, the turning of trunk. Beautifully done. On your next exhale down, invite yourself to pause at the bottom. Inhale your trunk upright and begin to shift weight on a figure eight. Rock your little boat on your moonlit night on your passive, placid Lake Junaluska. And as you change direction, round the corner so that you smoothly move from one to the other and strive to keep your shoulder blades over your hips. Those three energy centers resting peacefully on one another. Great way to get some form and some coordination and wake up the upper thighs. Get the whole body working. Then allow yourself to settle into the middle. Bring your feet back into your center stance, shoulder width. Shift weight to one foot, raise the opposite heel. Do a few loops with the knee. Notice how your ankle and foot follow along obediently, and after you've gone in one direction, unwind what you've wound. Imagine you started in your neck swirling all this chi energy and it's draining down into the earth. Then shift weight to that foot, raise the opposite heel, loop, and as you continue to loop the knee, imagine that draining of the chi energy, warming it up back into the earth. Change direction, always unwind what you've wound. Then allow yourself to settle within your base of support. We're almost done. All that's left are wrist, hands, and forearms. Remember your Lao Gong points. Making the gentle fists, raising all fingers except the middle. Where the middle meet the palm are your energy centers, your Lao Gong points. So you can open your palm and you can lead with your palms downward and upward with every inhale and every exhale. Rise with the breath and fall with the breath. And again, if naturally the knees get involved, enjoy it. Let your whole body float and melt with every breath. For our next visualization, we know lovingly as cleansing the inner body. So if you can do so with eyes closed, invite them to close and use this powerful ancient Qigong visualization. With every inhale, as your palms rise, you imagine a glowing mist forming in the earth, rising through the soles of your feet, up through those trillions of cells that make your inner body, we call your inner galaxy. And they collect in the upper dantian, the mind's eye center. When you go to exhale, you imagine that glowing mist formed a glowing cloud, the glowing cloud formed the glowing rain, Glowing rain washes down those trillions of cells back through the soles of the feet and into the earth. So this visualization is breathing into and out of the earth with every breath. A glowing mist rises, a glowing rain falls, washing the inner body and also cleansing those 3 smooth river rocks we lovingly call our 3 energy centers, our 3 Tien, preparing us for all that follows. So on your next inhale, when your palms rise, invite them to pause at heart height in the hugging stance we know and love so well, a stand like tree. This is our meditative pose where we begin and end. We take inventory of our alignment with long neck and light head floating upward. Our heavy shoulders and our heavy tail melt downward. Now between them, our spine gently stretches with every breath. This is lovingly known as the string of pearls in the ancient Asian literature. As we breathe in this manner, our hands hover as if we're tenderly hugging a long-lost loved one, and our feet are parallel in a firm-rooted stance like a mighty oak on a mountaintop. Our 3 energy centers rest peacefully on one another, as if we carefully selected, gathered, balanced, and stacked 3 perfectly smooth river rocks on life's river's edge. And with soft knees and soft belly, soft breath and soft gaze, or best of all, eyes closed, we feel the echoes of our warm-ups from head to toe, and we visualize them. The yoga neck roll, the shoulder rolls, the pellet drum, and the ragdoll, the great bear swings, and stirring the bowl, all of them course through us. And as we do, we enjoy the inner show as our hands begin a slow journey downward until our thumbs find their destination crossed over our belly button, and our folded fingers rest peacefully below on the cauldron of the body, the lower Tien, the seat of Chi energy. Through closed eyes and pursed lips, as if we're blowing through a straw, we visualize blowing on the embers of the cauldron of the body, and as we do, we delight in the growing, glowing light as the embers respond. We draw that light inward and upward and outward through the inner body with every inhale. And then we begin to blow on the embers of the cauldron of the heart, the middle Tien, the seat of compassion and emotion. Just as we did before, the embers respond, and we delight in the growing, glowing light as it fills our inner galaxy with light, spills beyond our inner galaxy, and bathes the space between us with light, warm, silken Chi energy. And may your body be strong, and may your heart be calm. And if your eyes are closed, invite them to remain closed a little longer as your hands melt to your side, only inviting your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open when you feel ready, just as a butterfly might weave a flower. We are ready. We step into the center of that little boat on Lake Junaluska. The hand on this side of the screen or room makes a gentle fist that floats before the heart. The hand on this side covers it, and together we take a deep breath in to straighten, and we slowly exhale and bow to one another in a gesture of mutual respect. As we inhale ourselves back upright in gratitude for this tradition, when we exhale, our hands melt down. When we inhale again, we inhale them up overhead till they're an inch apart, and then slowly exhale down our center line. This is centering the Chi, where we begin and end. We do one more, and this time we bring our palms together as we inhale up. We slowly exhale to pause at that middle Tien, the heart center, in the manner of the Shaolin, in deference to them. When we inhale, elbows rise and wrists straighten. When we exhale, hands melt down. Perfectly done, ready to begin. We step out into our little boat. Unlock both knees. Inhale the hands up till they're an inch apart. This time as we exhale down, knees and hands move in concert with our breath. So we inhale and rise, floating upward. Exhale and fall, melting downward. And we pay attention to those 3 smooth river rocks. We make sure shoulders remain over hips, head over shoulders, all 3 moving in concert. And you decide how high you reach, you decide how low you go. Just keep your alignment and rise with every breath and fall with every breath. We know this lovingly as syncing the Chi, where we begin and end, that seminal movement that always gives us a chance to calibrate our movement. And on our next rise upwards, our eyes will follow our hands. Our hands will grasp an invisible ball above us. And as we exhale down, our eyes follow the hands, scooping forward and outward, inhaling upward, and continue in this manner, looping forward and upward, inhaling downward. Well done. This is known as digging in the garden, and it will prepare us for our next moves. Well done. Inhale and loop. Exhale as low as you feel comfortable. When you drop again, begin to tighten the loop. Pause in your lap and then loop towards your heart. And continue in this manner. As you inhale, loop forward. And as you exhale, drop downward, push and rise. This is known as draw back and push in Tai Chi. You're imagining, using your visualization and imagining about a beach ball size ball of Chi energy rolling straight towards your middle dantian, your heart center. Well done. Now, when your hands drop to your lap again, pause holding that ball and inhale them to one side, up over one foot, then exhale down to the middle and inhale up to the other side. As you do so, keep your eyes on that ball of silken Chi energy that you're gazing into. As your eyes follow hand, your hand follows breath, and your breath follows mind. In Tai Chi, this is known as the waves on the ocean. Beautifully done, rising and falling with every breath. Get into the movement. Well done. The waves on the ocean. Now, coming up in a moment, we're going to pause over one foot. We're going to do a version of, we know lovingly, as Master Wong Calms Waters. So when you get to this other side, and I'll cue you when, you can pause over that foot, like so. Then invite your hands to drop to shoulder height, palms down. You're over the foot. You take a deep breath in, and as you exhale all the way across. Once you get behind you, you take a deep breath in, and you exhale all the way across over the other foot. So you take your deep inhales at the back, and then you control that exhale all the way across. Inhaling at the back, each time, each direction, noticing your turn in trunk, noticing your shift in weight. Beautifully done. Master Wong calms the waters. One of the classic forms. And your eyes can follow your hands, and your hands can follow your breath, and your breath can follow your mind. Beautifully done. On this next one, when we get over that starting foot where we began, simply turn the lead palm outward and drop the following palm to about waist height. At the back, inhale and turn, and then exhale all the way across. So at the very back, you inhale the next hand up and exhale, leading with that elbow. You can gaze into the back of that outstretched hand. as you follow from side to side, a variation of Master Wong Calms Waters. Beautifully done. As we go from side to side, shifting weight, turning trunk, rocking our little boat, we continue Master Wong Calms Waters. Beautifully done. On this next one, pause over the foot, grasp the little ball, and resume waves on ocean. Rise and fall. Follow your breath upward, follow it downward. Eyes follow hand, hand follows breath, breath follows mind. And when you drop down on your next one, pause at the bottom, take a deep breath in, and exhale to dig in the garden where you started out. The eyes follow hands, the hands follow breath, the breath follows mind. Then as before, you begin to tighten that loop. On your next drop, pause in the lap and inhale towards the heart. Resume. Draw back and push. Well done. Notice that when you rise, you're in that hugging stance, just like stand like tree. So it's a perfect place to wind up and finish up with our meditative pose. So when you feel ready doing so, when you inhale up again, invite yourself to pause in that hugging stance at heart height for stand like tree. And with long neck and light head floating upward, our heavy shoulders and our heavy tail melt downward. And with every breath, our spine gently stretches in what's known as the string of pearls. Our hands hover as if we're tenderly hugging a long-lost loved one. Our feet are parallel in that firm, rooted stance, like that mighty oak. And our three energy centers rest peacefully on one another, as if we carefully selected, gathered, balanced, and stacked those three smooth river rocks on life's river's edge. And with soft knees and soft belly, soft breath and soft gaze, or best of all, eyes closed, we feel the echoes of the chi we stirred. In our mind's eye, we see the dance of digging in the garden, draw back and push, the waves on the ocean. Master Wong calms waters in one form. Master Wong calms waters in a second form. We see it and feel it course through us. We enjoy the inner show. As the hands begin the slow journey downward again, until the thumbs cross over the belly button and the folded fingers rest once again, warming on the cauldron of the body. As we resume blowing on the embers of the cauldron of the heart and the cauldron of the body, filling the inner galaxy with light, we delight in the growing, glowing light as the embers respond. We draw it upward and outward with every inhale. We begin to blow on the embers of the cauldron of the mind, the upper dantian, the mind's eye center. And in gratitude, we enjoy this inward show, blowing on the embers of all three cauldrons, filling our inner galaxy with the brightest light yet, spilling beyond the inner galaxy, bathing the space between us, spilling beyond the space between us, bathing the world around us, spilling beyond the world around us, bathing life itself with light, warm, silken, sweet, friendly chi energy. May your body stay strong, and may your heart stay calm, and may your mind stay sharp, and may your spirit stay free. Yi Dao, Qi Dao, which means where intention goes, energy flows. Where the mind goes, Qi follows. So choose wisely, choose carefully, choose peacefully. If your eyes are closed, Enjoy it a moment longer as the hands melt to your side, only inviting the eyes to gently, slowly flutter open, just as a butterfly might leave a flower. And we step back into the center of our little boat. And slowly and deliberately inhale the hands up till they're an inch apart, just as slowly, just as deliberately exhaling down our center line, centering our chi one final time as promised. So the hand on this side of the room or screen makes the fist, the hand on this side covers it, and together we take a deep breath in to straighten. We slowly exhale and bow, and you give yourself a much-earned, much-deserved round of applause for being the light you made in the world today. Thank you once again.